everybody, welcome, Zodiac, welcome. So basically, in this wonderful game that I'll be playing, it's another defeat the odds boy game. It's another thriller, and it's very interesting on how it goes. Basically, it's gonna be very interesting because of how it's gonna be in this way. And it's a very good, formula of how it goes in that way. The formula is that there's always a 2.25%, and in that percentage is that whether you have a good pace and a good quality, that's how it goes in that way. But the way this is, it all depends on where the cards are going to end up being, and that's how it goes, right? So that's how it's going to be. So, the further ado, without any question, is that this is how it goes. This is the dealer button versus the dealer, and it's going to be how it goes. So, basically, it's going to be how it goes. This is how it's going to be, and plus, we're going to figure out what's going on in that way, and we're going to have at least 104 cards altogether, because that's how it goes. So whether if you make a good hand, that's how it goes in that way, and that's how it goes, right? So the way of this is, it's the way of how it is in that way, and that's how it goes in the way of how it is. So remember that it's going to be how it goes. But in theory, this is what's going to happen, this is the way it works, and this is how it goes. So, no pain, no gain, that's how it goes. But in reality, you have to understand about how it goes in that way, and you have to do it. You have to improve, right? So I'm not trying to prove you wrong, but the way how this is how it goes. So 104 cards is interesting, but when you have the identical cards and everything else, it's gonna be very interesting. So like I say, you can make at least like a 5 of kind to defeat a royal flush. I never knew about that, but in society, it's kind of interesting of how it goes that way, and that's how it goes. So remember, the pilgrims will be on your left side, so it's on the right side. So you're confused about that's how it goes, and that's how it's going to be. So the pilgrims will do at least the blue and red cards on the left side. So as in me, I'll have the blue and red cards on the right side. So that's how it goes. But whoever goes first, and that's how it goes in that way, and that's how it is. So this is how it seems to be in that way. This is how it goes in that, how it is in that way, and that's how it seems to be. So here we go. So let's see. So the Pull Gods have a blue card. Zodiac has a red card. Both have the 10 of clubs. Zodiac has 3 clubs. Okay, so Pull Gods will go first. So let's see. Hang on about that. Okay, so we'll get to have the 10 of clubs. Zodiac has the 3 of clubs. We'll get to have the 3 of clubs, King of spades, 4 of spades. So, this is how it goes. I am going to move it a little bit. There we go. So you guys can see it. So we have clubs and spades on Pull Guards to the side. Let's see what I have. I have at least, let's see. I have the ace of spades, 7 clubs, 4 of spades, and 7 of spades. So I got spades. So that's very interesting as well. So the way this is going to be very interesting, but that's how it goes. And here we go. And the flop is 8 diamonds, jack clubs, 6 diamonds. Turn, 5 diamonds, 9 spades. I have the 8 high straight. Bogarts have if they use the king 10, they almost have the 10 high straight, but they don't. But they only have king high, so it will be 1 point for Zodiac, 0 points for Bogarts. So that was close. Let's see. So I'll add 1 red, 1 blue, discard one blue, add the red. And the flop is king of clubs, ace spades, queen diamonds. Turn. Now clubs. And ace spades. I have sevens and eights to pair. Poguts only have a pair of kings, but I'll take it, so it's 2 points for Zodiacs, 0 points for Pogots. Wow. Discard one blue. Add 2 blues, discard one red, add the blue. The flop is 9, 4, 10, all hearts. Turn. 7 diamonds. And ace of clubs. Zodiac has top set with a pair of sevens, because only have 2 pair, 10s and 4s. Will that be 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 points for Zodiac, 0 points for Pogots. Wow, not bad though, but let's see. Let's see. And one more. Discard one blue. Add two reds and blue. Flop is ace of clubs, 3 diamonds, jack of clubs. Turn. 3 diamonds. 7 diamonds. I have the 7s and 3s for a full house. Both on the favorite kind with a pair of 3s, but a full house takes it. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 points for Zodiac, 0 points for Pogots. So wow, just interesting, eh? Just interesting. Right? So now let's see what Pogots will do. They have the 8 clubs, 9 hearts, 3 hearts, 5 hearts. So Pogots have hearts. Okay? Interesting. That's what I got. 8 diamonds, 8 spades, 7 hearts, 6 diamonds. Okay, so I got diamonds here. Okay. So hearts versus diamonds. Okay. Discard one blue, and one red. And discard one blue, add the red. Discard one red, add the red. And discard one red. And the flop is ace of clubs, 10 of spades, queen clubs. Turn. 7 clubs. And 10 of clubs. I have 8s and 10s, I have 2 pair. And that must be 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 points for Zodiac, 0 points for the Pogots. Wow. Discard one red. And 1 blue, 1 red. Discard one blue. And 1 blue. And the flop is 6 5 of clubs, 5 of spades. Turn. 4 diamonds. And 4 hearts. I have the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 high straight. Pogots only have a zero count with a pair of 5s, but a straight defeats it, so it'd be 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 points for Zodiac, 0 points for Pogots. Just incredible, eh? Just incredible. Let's see. hope you all like this video, and it's very interesting. Let's see. One more. Discard one blue. Add 3 blues. And the flop is 8 diamonds, 6 hearts, ace of spades. Discard one red. Turn this to jack clubs. 3 diamonds. Both have the 8s and 3s. I have a set, a pair of 8s, 3 of a kind, and that must be at least 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 points for Zodiac, 0 points for the Pro Gods. Wow, just wow. Let's see. Both have the 5 diamonds, 6 spades, 6 clubs, Queen diamonds, 9 diamonds. So now they're going to get an extra card because they will get diamonds and a pair of 6s. And let's see what I got. I have the 3 of clubs, jack of hearts, 5 of clubs, jack of diamonds, 4 hearts. So I got hearts and clubs. It's going to be very interesting. Add 1 red, discard 1 blue, add 2 blues, 1 red, discard 3 blues, and the flop is 4 king 5 all diamonds. Both have a queen of flush. I have 2 pair, 5s and 4s. Turn, 8 of spades. And 6 of diamonds. Pogas have a queen out of flush. Now it's 1 point for the Pro Gods, 7 points for Zodiac. Discard 1 red. And 1 blue, 1 red. Discard one red, add the blue. Club is jack clubs, 3 diamonds, ace of clubs. So now got top pair and a flush draw. And turn to jack of hearts, quads for Zodiac, and king clubs. And I know that quads is a 4 of a kind, pair of jacks is a 4 of a kind, defeats Bogarts is 6s and jacks, and that must be at least 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 points for Zodiac, 1 point for the Bogarts. Discard one red, add one red, 1 blue, discard 1 blue, add the red. Flop is queen, 7 of diamonds, 9 of hearts, discard 1 red, turn is to 4 of spades, discard 1 red, add the blues and 9 of clubs. Buggers have the queen 9 full house, and that must be at least 2 points for the Bogarts, 8 points for Zodiac. Wow. Let's see. see. Discard 1 blue. Add 2 reds, 1 blue. Flop is 10 of hearts, 3 diamonds, jack clubs. Turn. Ace of spades. 10 clubs. I have jacks and tens for a full house. Poets only have a pair of sixes and tens to pair, but the full house defeats it. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 points for Zodiac. 2 points for the Pro Gods. Wow. Just wow, you know. So I can see it in the way how this is. So it's very interesting. Let's see. Let's see. One more. Let's have the 6 of diamonds, queen of spades, 7 of diamonds, 5 of spades, queen of clubs. So they got a pair of queens, spades, and diamonds. That's what Pro Gods have. Okay. Let's see what I have. Let's see. One more. Ace of spades, 8 diamonds, king of clubs, queen of spades, 8 diamonds. So I have a pair of 8s, so I can use a pair of 8s for the diamonds, and then I'll use the ace queen of spades for my spades. So let's see. Discard 1 red. Add 2 reds and blue, and the flop is king of diamonds, 6 hearts, 10 clubs. The turn, 7 hearts, and 6 diamonds. Pro Gods have the 6, 7 full house, and there must be at least 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 points for the Pro Gods, 9 points for Zodiac. Discard 1 blue, add 2 reds, discard 1 blue, add the blue, and the flop is 3 clubs, 9 spades, 3 diamonds, turn, jack spades, and 3 diamonds, full house for the Pro Gods, queens and 3s for full house. And that defeats my 8s and 3s for a full house. So that must be 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 points for the Pro Gods, 9 points for going out. Discard 1 red. Add 1 blue, 1 red. Discard 1 red. Add the red. Flop is 5 of hearts, 5 of spades, 4 diamonds. Turn, queen of diamonds, and king of diamonds. I know the Pro Gods have the queens and 5s for a full house. I have 8s. I have a flush, but I guess it's no good. So that must be 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 points for the Pro Gods, 9 points for Zodiac. see. So now I'm going to do a different flop. Let's see. So discard one blue, one red, add one red, discard one blue, add the red, discard one blue, add the blue, discard one red. And the flop is 795, all spades. Players have the queen of flush. I have an ace high flush. The turn, 10 clubs, and 7 clubs. Players have a 7-5 full house. Wow, I didn't see that coming. So that kills the ace high flush, obviously. So that must be at least 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 points for the player guards. 9 points for Zodiac. Wow. I'll do that again with that flop. Discard 2 reds, add 1 blue, discard 1 red, add the blue, discard 1 red, add the red, discard 1 red. And the flop is 7 of spades, 9 diamonds, queen clubs, top 0 with pro guards. Return 2 hearts, and 6 diamonds. I almost close to my straight draw, but I missed. So the Poguts have a pair. Yeah, they have a top 7 with a pair of queens. So that must be 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 points for the Poguts. 9 points for Zodiac. Wow, not bad though. And let's see. Add 1 red, 1 blue, discard 1 blue, add the red, discard 1 blue. Flop is 4 of spades, 3 clubs, 3 clubs. Turn 10 clubs, and 7 clubs. Poguts have queens and threes for 2 pair. I have 8s and 3s for 2 pair, but Poguts take it. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 points for the Poguts. 9 points for Zodiac. Wow. So discard 3 blues. And 1 red, 1 blue. Discard 1 blue. Add the red. And the flop is Jack, Jack of hearts, Jack of spades. Turn 5 of diamonds, and 4 diamonds. Poguts have the jacks and queens for a full house. Defeats my 8s and jacks for a full house. That'd be 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 points for the Poguts. 9 points for Zodiac. Wow. Now I'll add something challenging. Discard at least 3 blues, 1 red. I'll add 2 blues, discard 1 red, add the red, and the flop is 10 spades, 4 hearts, 5 clubs. Return 10 diamonds, and 8 of spades. I have the 8s and 10s for a full house. Defeats the Poguts' 8 high straight. And that must be at least 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 points for Zodiac. 9 points for the Poguts. Let's see. And one more. Now discard at least 5 cards. Wow. I'll add 2 blues, discard 1 red, add the blue, and the flop is Queen of Diamonds, 10 2 of hearts. All I need is a jack and I'll be fine. Turn. Some diamonds on turn. All I need is a jack. Jack of spades, jack of clubs, jack of hearts. And king of clubs. And that wasn't good because I have kings and queens, but Pogas have top set with a pair of queens. And that must be at least, it would be 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 points for the Pogas, 10 points for Zodiac. And here we go. Discard 2 blues, add 1 red, discard 1 blue, add the red, discard 1 red, add the red, discard 1 red. And the flop is Queen clubs, 5 hearts, 7 spades. Return, dark spades, and 10 of hearts. I have ace, king, queen, jack, 10 of straight, ace high straight, so that'd be 10 plus 1 is 11, 11 points for Zodiac, 10 points for the Pogas. Discard 1 blue, add 1 red, 1 blue, discard 1 blue, add the blue. Flop is 9 diamonds, king clubs, 7 diamonds. Turn. And that would be 8 hearts. And Queen of Hearts. Top set or top set. And Pogas have the 9 high street that goes with it. So that'll be 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 points for the Pogas, 11 points for Zodiac. One more. Just one more. And one more. Discard 2 reds, or 2 blues, 1 red. Add 1 red, 1 blue. Discard 1 blue. Add 1 blue. Discard 1 blue. And the flop is 7 of spades, queen of clubs, queen of hearts, quads for the pro gods. Wow. And I have 3 of a kind with queens. The turn. King of clubs. Now I got the king queen full house, but quad still takes it. And jack of clubs. And pro gods have the quad queens. 11 plus 1 is 12. 12 points for the pro gods. 11 points for Zodiac. And here we go. So discard 1 blue. Add 2 reds, 1 blue. Flop is 4 of spades, 10 diamonds, 5 of spades. Turn. 2 hearts. Last one. Jack of diamonds. And I believe the pro gods have basically a pair of 5s. So they have queen 5. I kind of missed my straight draw, obviously. But queen 5 takes it. And that'll be 12 plus 1 is 13. 13 points for the pro gods. 11 points for Zodiac. Let's see. I'll add 1 red. Discard 1 red, 1 blue. Add 1 blue. Discard 2 reds. 1 blue. Discard 1 blue. And the flop is 6 clubs, jack of spades, king of diamonds. Turn. 6 diamonds. And 9 diamonds. I have the 8 high flush, but pro gods have the, well, they have a 3 of a kind with a pair of 6s. They have a 7 high flush, but 8 high flush takes it, I believe. And that must be at least 11 plus 1 is 12. 12 points for Zodiac, 13 points for the pro gods. And let's see. I'll discard one blue, 1 red. Add one red. Discard 1 red. Add 1 red. Discard 1 blue. Add the red. Discard 1 blue. And the flop is jack 9 spades, 9 clubs. Return 3 diamonds. And 9 clubs. Full house for a full house. Pro gods have queens and 9s for a full house. Defeats my 8s and 9s for a full house. And that must be at least 13 plus 1 is 14. 14 points for the pro gods. 12 points for Zodiac. And let's see. One more. Discard one red, and 1 blue. Discard 1 blue, and 1 blue. Discard 1 red, and 1 red. Discard 1 red. And the flop. Flop is ace of spades, 3 of clubs, 6 diamonds. Discard one blue. Discard 1 blue. Turn. 7 spades. Discard 1 red. And 5 diamonds. I have ace queen. I have ace king, ace 8. But I guess that doesn't defeat the pro gods' 2 pair. 6s and 7s, 2 pair. I missed. That'd be 14 plus 1 is 15. 15 points for the pro gods. 12 points for Zodiac. add 1 blue, discard 2 blues, 1 red, add 2 reds, 1 blue. Flop is Jack 3 of hearts, ace diamonds, turn 7 diamonds, and 7 of clubs. Players have a 0 account with a pair of 7s. Defeats my pair of 8s and 7s. So that'll be 15 plus 1 is 16. 16 points for the pro guys. 12 points for Zodiac. Discard 1 blue. Add 2 blues, 1 red. Flop is ace spades, 5 hearts, 8 hearts. Big quads for Zodiac. Discard 1 blue. Turn is the 4 of spades. And 8 of spades. And I just made a 5 of a kind with a pair of 8s and a 3 of a kind with a pair of 8s. So that's a 5 of a kind right there. 5 of a kind with 8s, you know, so that's how it goes. That defeats the bugger. It says queen of flush and a full house all together. So it'll be 12 plus 1 is 13. 13 points for Zodiac and 16 points for the pro guy. So as you can see, I think I did it the right way, and the way how this is, I think I basically had the master plan of how it goes. I even told you about a 5 of kind defeats a royal flush, but I guess it's my day to make it, you know, 5 of kind with a pair of 8s, and you know, you don't usually see that in poker shows very often, because you don't, right? So, you know, I think in my own way of how to do it in the right exactly way of 2.25%, there's always 100% of, you know, where you're going to win or you're going to lose. But it all depends on where the cards will end up being, you know, and, you know, who gets what, right? But the way this is, whether if you play the right way, the game correctly, everything is going to be all good. It's the way how it is. It's the way of how it is. And that's how it is. Because the way I'm going to adapt with this is that when you have a 5 of kind with 8s against the queens and 8s for a full house, basically, you know, I guess the 5 of kind kills the queens as a full house. It's very impossible to make it possible, but there's always that way of knowing what to do, and you have to have your own stigma of how it goes. It's like, alright, this is how it's going to be, alright, I have my own gut feelings, I know what it is, that's how it's going to be. So the way of this is, it's the way how it goes. So, you know, this is how it is, but fear not, this is the way this is the way it is, and that's how it's going to be. So I hope you all like this video. Please get a like, please like, comment if you want, and I'll see you next time when I do, and that's how it goes. Thank you very much, thank you, bye for now, Ray, thank you, and bye.